People. Que pasa, suck, say what they do. Now the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called corruption in the JCF Jamaica Constabulary Force in the highest order, discrimination and downright criminal acts that is allegedly being perpetuated against a sergeant or a former sergeant of the JCF. Now people, based on what this lady in the video that I'm about to play is saying, she was doing a course to get some sort of promotion for a higher rank for 25 lucky recipients. She did a test, and based on the results, her qualifications, she was in the top 25. However, people, it seems as if for some sort of reason, the people that were responsible that made the decision in the decision-making process, they were trying to hold her back. They were trying to discriminate against her. They had some sort of ill intention. So therefore, they lied and said that she had some sort of drug charge, drug conviction, allegations about drugs. She said that there was some sort of file that was sent to the DPP, and then the DPP made a ruling that she is to be charged. She did not give too much details about that, and people like them say there is always two sides to the story. However, people, what I have is this lady's side of the story. Don't know how old, don't know how new this video is. However, the message is going to be the same, because it speaks about corruption in the JCF hierarchy in the highest order. It speaks about discrimination, and it speaks about the evil that men will do, including upper ranking officers in the JCF, including former and present members in the upper hierarchy. So people, take a listen, take a look to exactly what this lady has to say, and then I'll give my piece.
My name is Tanita Taylor. I'm a detective sergeant in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Now, me making this video today may be viewed by many as a career suicide. But I'm making this video out of desperation, out of frustration. A number of injustices have been meted out to me by high-ranking members of this organization. And on the 15th of January 2020, I met with the present commissioner, Mr. Anthony Anderson, and I blew the whistle on several high-ranking members. And instead of the matter being properly investigated, as per the Protected Disclosure Act of 2011, or the Whistleblower Act, I have been further victimized to the extent that I am about to be charged by the Narcotics Division on a ganja matter. Now, I must inform you guys that based on communication with my Federation Chairman, Mr. Rowan James, the DPP ruled in this matter from April of last year. And Detective Inspector Sheldon Colson, on the 27th of January this year, that is last Thursday, informed the Moran Bay RM that the DPP has ruled on the same morning, the 27th of January, that I be charged. Now, it's either one of two things. If DPP can justify a charge against me, it's either that evidence have been fabricated or some misrepresentation of information was done. Now, I am calling on two persons. Miss Paula Llewellyn, Director of Public Prosecutions. Ma'am, I have you in very high regard. And I have you in high regard because I don't see you as a person who will compromise your office. So I'm calling on you, ma'am, to take a look at my file, either personally, and in the event that you're too busy, cause one of your competent deputies to peruse my file to see if there's justification for me to be charged. Ladies and gentlemen, this actually started in 2011 when I applied for an accelerated promotional program which was dubbed the new accelerated promotional program, the NAP. They needed 25 persons for that program, and I ended up in the top 25. Sometime during the process of elimination for that program, I attended a party at the commissioner's residence, the then commissioner, Mr. Owen Ellington, and an incident took place with a high-ranking member of High Command. And from then, several attempts have been made to take me off that program, which proved futile. Now, when I passed the polygraph was the last thing. And when I was actually told by the polygrapher that I passed the polygraph, I was later invited by Mr. Owen Ellington to a meeting. And I went to that meeting with Mr. Owen Ellington and his 4 deputies, Ms. Jevin Bent, Mr. Glenmuir Hines, Mr. Delworth Heath, and Mr. Clifford Blake. And at that meeting, I was informed by Commissioner Ellington that I failed a polygraph. After I came out of that meeting where the commissioner told me that I failed the polygraph, the first person I called was ACP Welch, who was in charge of training at the time. And I related to him what was communicated to me by the commissioner. And ACP Welch said to me, "The commissioner told you that you failed that polygraph? I am so disappointed. You passed that polygraph with flying colors." And for him to use the word disappointed, to me, it simply means that he knew that the commissioner knew that I never failed the polygraph. He then went on to say that because I know that it must be a mistake, send an email to the commissioner and ask him for a dialogue, that he wished to have dialogue with him about your polygraph results. He said that if I should go through the regular system, the program, which was supposed to start the following week, would commence without the document reaching the commissioner.
Now people, like I said, don't know how old this video is, however, the message is still the same. There's always 2 sides to the story. Don't know the other side of the high-ranking officers of the JCF that made this decision. However, this is the side of Detective Sergeant Tamika Taylor. And people, you hear the lady say, her coming out might be some sort of career suicide. However, people, whenever we see injustice or corruption, especially as it pertains to the JCF that is supposed to serve and protect, that is reasons for concern. Because based on what this lady is saying, there's a Whistleblower Act and she came out. However, when she came out, she is getting repercussion. She is penalized. So therefore, based on what this lady is saying, she is not accusing the DPP, but she is saying she's wondering if the DPP is misinformed, because based on the facts, based on what she knows, she is surprised that the DPP is making a ruling and trying to charge this lady for some sort of ganja crime. So people, we know that there is a body club. So we have to wonder, is the DPP herself, Paula Llewellyn, taking taking chat from members of the JCF to cover up. And based on what this lady is saying, this incident happened back in 2011. People, it is now 2022. However, 11 years later, this lady is still having the same problem. So people, based on what she is saying, if her allegations or accusations are true, this is a clear case of discrimination. And people, they are trying to justify their action. So therefore, they are using what we call towncraft. Them a pull all sorts of sham to cover up their injustice. Because this lady says that she did a polygraph test, which was part of the hiring process, and she passed the polygraph test. However, Mr. Ellington, who was, I guess, the commissioner at the time, he said that she failed. So people, it cannot be black or white, it has to be gray. It's either she did not pass with flying colors, it's either she kind of made some errors on some part of the polygraph test. However, she is saying that she passed with flying colors and they are saying that she failed miserably. So people, me just say. So at the end of the day, it seems as if these poor, they are not as squeaky clean as we think. And if they can lie on their own, a person that has given them service for years, and people like me say, don't know the details as to why she was even charged or her name mentioned in any sort of ganja case, that is going to raise some red flags. However, people like me say, I am just giving you her views. Hopefully, members of the JCF will respond to this accordingly and give their side of the story. However, people, the video kind of ended prematurely. So anyways, people, as soon as I get some more information, I will divulge ASAP. So anyways, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.